Hey folks, what's up? So this is week 27 and today instead of choreography we're going to be working on a bit of freestyle theory once again, okay? Now, I'm not sure if you've been checking your emails, okay? For my online class members, I sent out an email basically within the next month or so. I'm going to start doing these online classes in terms of like seasons or series, okay? So there's going to be a certain theme with each season, okay, or series. All right, so it could be anything from like working on arm movements for a couple of months, or working on lofting moves, including groundwork for like 3 months, or like taking a few months to work on jacking, okay? But it's going to be an ongoing theme so that you can learn these styles in depth, you know what I mean? And not just kind of know about a specific style, but really get to know a style, okay? And since we're starting that within the next month or so, I have about a month left to go over stuff that relates to footwork. Now, we've been going over footwork stuff for the last like 6 months, and we've been sprinkling little things regarding jacking and groundwork and lofting within it, okay? But really, we've been working on mostly footwork, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of close that chapter on footwork and go into other stuff, all right? Exciting, right? So, I got a month to like crash course you on all the stuff in the footwork style that maybe I haven't gone over, okay? And today, we're going to be going over counts, okay? Here's a very important thing that I got an email. Somebody asked a question like, hey, so when I was doing one of the combinations, I fell off the count, meaning whereas he started with 1, 2, 3, 4. I know a lot of us are comfortable with starting our loose legs on the 1s and 2s, like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and doing the heels on the evens, doing the ball change on the odds, like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. So he basically asked, like, what if I fall off the count? What should I do to get back into the count? Okay, so basically, let's say after you do a side hop. When you do a side hop is 1 count. So if you go from loose legs to side hop back to loose legs, and here's what I mean. Loose legs, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so on 7 you do a side hop. Now when you start doing loose legs, you're on the 8. You're going 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some people feel uncomfortable with that, you know, with not being on the same counts that they were originally on. So, I made a video a long time ago that had to deal with the loose legs to shuffle. And basically what I did was I gave examples of how you can get back into the count so you could loose legs on the 1 again. Well, that was years ago, and my perspective on it has completely changed, okay? To me, nowadays, it's not about getting back into the counts, but working with the counts that you are on, okay? Now, let me give you an example, okay? When I was talking about accenting, when you accent, okay? When you accent, I said the best times to accent are probably like the 4s, and the 8s of the 8 count, okay? The parts where the beats are hard, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I talked about that in the musicality section. Well, when it comes to hitting the accents, you actually can't hit all the accents by doing the loose legs on its regular counts, okay? Imagine if I wanted to do the stomp off of the loose legs. Okay? Alright, now let me try it. Even the side hop off of the loose legs, if I wanted to accent the side hop, but let's use the stomp as the example right now, okay? So, I'm going to put on some music, and then you're going to see that going off the regular count, the stomp falls on a softer note, okay, or a softer beat, okay. Let's try it. Okay, so this is the hard. This is the soft. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna try stomp on the hard part while staying on the count. Okay, it's gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. See? It ended up. Okay, so I don't know if that was too fast for it to like register, but what happened was when I did the stomp, it ended up on the boom instead of the clap setup. And really, when it comes to emphasizing the accent, right? The clap is the harder part of the music, okay? Like boom, clap. When we were doing the heels on the loose legs, it was accenting on the clap, which is fun, like boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap. Okay, and a lot of people are comfortable with that. But once we had to do the stomp, it ended up on the boom. Okay, and what I wanted to say here was basically you can only hit that off the loose legs if you're on the other counts on the loose legs. Okay, so imagine if, let's do a side loose legs to side hop, and then we end up on the wrong counts. Okay, once we're in the wrong counts, that's when we could stomp onto a better accent. Okay, so basically work with what you've got, okay, because you can only hit certain beats with certain moves if you're on the other counts. If you try to stay in the what you think are the appropriate counts, then you won't be able to hit everything. Okay, it's limited. But if you dance to basically either the right counts or what you think are the wrong counts, then you'll be able to hit more beats because you have more variety in what you're doing. Okay, so basically you can hit the beat with whatever counts you're on. It's going to be whatever move you use though is going to be a little bit different. Okay, all right. So now let me give you an example. I'm gonna do loose legs to side hop. By going to side hop, it's gonna throw me in the wrong counts. Okay, but being in those wrong counts will I'll be able to stomp on a right accent. Okay, all right. So what I'm trying to say is there's no wrong way. Okay, work with what you got. If you're in counts that you're uncomfortable with, basically practice on those counts, and you'll see that there's a lot of good things that you can get out of being in counts that you're not used to. Okay, you'll be able to hit different beats. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on the music again, and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I'm hitting these hard on the heels, okay? Now I'm going to go on the wrong counts. Boom. Now I can hit these hard. See, the accent is just different. Now the accents are happening here. Boom, 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 boom. Now I can hit stomp on that right count, right? Okay? Okay, so to conclude, okay, this is a relatively short lesson, but it's a very important one, okay, because you don't want to fall into doing things a certain way all the time, okay. You shouldn't limit yourself by doing it just one way and hitting one type of beat. Okay, so basically what I did today was I explained that when it comes to hitting beats and going on different counts for the loose legs. Like if you're used to going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then somehow you find yourself on 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think about how do I get back to the 1. Think about how you can accent the beats where you're at. Okay? So basically, if you're on 8, 1, okay, and on the even numbers, that's where the hard hits are, then accent differently. Instead of going boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. Now you could go ba, boom, 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 ba, boom. Okay? Or you could go ba, boom, ba. Okay? Alright, so there are beats to hit everywhere. Okay, so don't limit yourself to just what I taught you. You got it taught you in the beginning where it's nice to start on the 1 over here. Alright? You gotta be, once you start dancing, you're gonna end up on different beats. So you gotta work with those beats as well. Okay, so don't think about going back to the 1s and 2s. Think about how you can work on the 8s and 1s. You know what I mean? Okay, well that's today's lesson of the day, okay? And everything else from here on, we're also going to do choreography, but when we start doing the series of, when we start the seasons, okay, it's going to be a mix of everything, okay? So sometimes it'll be choreography, sometimes it'll be a lesson, sometimes it'll be an exercise, things like that, okay? It's going to keep it interesting, and we're going to learn a lot, alright? Alright, see you next week.